Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing well. I just wanted to do a video about Christmas catalogs. Even though I don't own any Christmas catalogs, I looked on eBay to try to purchase some, and they're starting at anywhere from $50 to $150. Some of the catalogs from the late 70s, early 80s. So I decided not to buy them. I can't afford them this time of year, anyways. So I'm just going to go over this really cool book called Action Figures of the 1980s. Of course, Star Wars was my favorite line of all time. But you probably remember circling the toys that you wanted. Sometimes you get the toys, sometimes you didn't. I did have some of the micro collection, like the Bespin freeze chamber you probably see in some of my videos. I rebought that in the box. That was probably my favorite. But I did have the X-Wing. I didn't have any of the other ones. Ewoks, I was out of toys at that time, not by choice, just because during the 80s, especially, it seemed like when you were 12, it was strange, if you still played with toys. So even though now I'm 53 and back to playing with toys again, so full circle, who knows. Jabba's Dungeon, I remember getting this at Sears. It was a Sears exclusive. They also re-released it with the Power of the Force figures, like a Man-O-Man, which I still do not have to this day. I remember asking my parents if I could buy the Power of the Force Jabba's Dungeon, and they said, no, you already have one. And I regret that ever since I was a kid, not having it. And obviously I'm not going to pay thousands of dollars to rebuy it now. I did get the Imperial Attack Base, as well as some of these other ships, mini rigs. These were mail-aways, I believe. Didn't have any of those. I rebought Han Solo. I don't have the Carbonate, but I have the Han Solo. Years later, I actually paid $2 for it, about 10, 15 years ago. Do you remember buying Han Solo at Sears for 50 cents at the time, back in the, I think it was maybe the early 80s or late 70s. So I'm not going to get to everything in this book, but I just wanted to start with my favorite toy line. I did want to, one of these days I'm going to talk about the Remco monsters. I didn't have any of these as a kid, but I do remember them. I do wish that I had them. My favorite was the Mummy for some reason, and I am rebuying them slowly now. They are quite expensive, especially the smaller figures, and the play set in good condition is really expensive.